This edition of Neighborhood Views What's New Malden. Satiate your summer sweet tooth with Malden's newest shop on the block, Hoff's Bakery. Stay safe this summer with tips from Malden's former fire chief Jack Colangeli, who will also chat about his Italian eatery, Jack's Ristorante. Did you know that Malden was a major player in the American Revolution? Get the lowdown. What's new, Malden? Here are your co-hosts, Sharon, Fillyaw, and Sam Baltrusis.
Hello and welcome to the July edition of What's New Malden. Joining me here is Sharon Fillyaw, my co-host,
Hi,
my lovely
Sam.
co-host.
How are you?
Doing really well. So I still have a sugar high from our visit to Hoff's Bakery.
It was delicious, wasn't it? After we finished interviewing David and Nicole, they were gracious enough to give us some of the tarts, the 4-part tarts. They gave you a container and myself one, and they were so delicious. And we had different ones in each of our separate containers.
So after going to Hoff's Bakery, Sharon and I went bowling with
Yes.
MATV. So we're part of the MATV Pinheads.
That was fun.
So it was a charity event with the Malden Chamber of Commerce, and we actually came in 15th place.
I heard that. I couldn't believe it. We were one of the last teams to leave. So I thought, oh, this is over. And then when I saw the final roster, I said, wow, we actually didn't do too badly. It was a lot of fun. My first time bowling, it was a lot of fun.
This is Sharon Fillyaw for MATV's Neighborhood View here at the Township Lines, where there is a wonderful fundraiser for the Malden Chamber of Commerce for Taegel, Inc. We have a variety of bowling leagues here, all under different names. We have the Malden Redevelopment Authority, MATV, Wind Construction. So many people are here to support and help Taegel for this very worthy cause. Hi, this is Sharon Fillyaw. Now here I am with Mr. Ron Cox, Executive Director of MATV, and also the creator and designer of these beautiful shirts.
I guess you call me the head pinhead.
So Ron, how did you come to design this shirt?
Well, I knew we had to have all our heads on the pins,
Right.
and I knew we had to have a bowling ball. So I'm thinking, a bowling ball hitting the pins going like this for a strike.
Sounds like a win to me. Now where are you on this shirt?
I'm the bald-headed guy.
You're not too bald.
So I got my hair cut wicked. But this is everybody here, that's, let's see. There's Sam without his glasses. There's Haley, me, my friend Mary. That's Christine, Anna, Guillermo, Josephine, and Brian.
Wow, so there you have it. Beautiful shirt, beautiful cause, and I assume you're having a great time with
Great time. And my feeling is that if we don't win, at least we have the best T-shirts.
And they have great pizza too. Thanks so much, Ron.
Bye-bye.
Just actually seeing Sharon at the bowling alley, she was eating the limoncello tart from Hoff's Bakery.
It was very good. I had like crumbs all over my face. It was so good. It was so good. And I shared one with one of the MATV staffers, and he loved it as well.
So we're actually going to watch a clip of our Hoff's Bakery experience.
Sounds good.
Hi, this is Sharon Fillyaw here for MATV's Neighborhood View here at Hoff's Bakery, located at 35 Green Street right here in Malden. I don't know about you, but I love pastry. So we're next going to speak to David and Nicole Furtura about their beautiful, newly refurbished bakery. Hi, this is Sharon Fillyaw for MATV's Neighborhood View here with Nicole and David Furtura. Thank you so much for joining us. So Nicole, you were originally in Medford, and from there you came to Malden. Why?
So we originally started in Medford and Mystic Ave 33 years ago. We upgraded to a larger facility in Wellington, and then we outgrew that, so we're here. This is 3 times the size, and Malden was very accepting and helping to us in getting us this facility and getting us everything we needed to be able to refurbish this and make it what we needed.
That's amazing. Now, 33 years. Now, you don't look too much older than 33 years. You didn't found the company. Who founded this company?
No, we did not. That was the big guy that founded it 33 years ago, my father, Vincent. And everything that we have here is a direct vision of his. We couldn't be more proud to see how far we have come from 1,100 square feet to 100,000 square feet in Malden. It's been an incredible transformation.
So tell us, how is Hoff's Bakery going to put the icing on the cake here? What are the specialty items that people you find most enjoy?
Sure. So we're mostly a wholesale bakery, so a lot of people know our products from their supermarkets, hotels, and restaurants, but now they can come into our cash and carry retail and pick up a 7-inch cake. And we've actually noticed that Malden customers really like smaller sizes, so we've started selling 4-packs. So we have 4 packs of our tarts, 4 packs of our squares. They're the perfect size if they're having a dinner party or a cookout.
So what cake is the best seller that you see here in the retail location?
People love tiramisu, and you can't go wrong with chocolate.
Oh, definitely. What's your favorite?
We have a chocolate truffle bomb. It's a 7-inch chocolate truffle bomb. It originated here, which has a layer of chocolate cake. We have chocolate cream, chocolate mousse, covered in chocolate ganache. It's all chocolate.
Wow, that sounds amazing. Nicole, what is your favorite?
My favorite would be our strawberry cream. So it's white cake with fresh strawberry and whipped topping. So especially now that it's hot out, that's my favorite.
This is Sharon Fillyaw for MATV's Neighborhood View, and this limoncello tart is in my future. If you would like your own limoncello tart, come on down to Hoff's Bakery located at 35 Green Street, right here in downtown Malden. And I'm proud to have with me Mr. Jack Colangeli, proprietor and owner of Drax Restaurante, located on Eastern Avenue here in Malden. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you. Now, I've actually had some of the food at your restaurant. It's delicious.
Thank you.
And you were profiled on Phantom Gourmet.
Yes.
How did you like that experience?
That was a fantastic experience. Also, Channel 7 came down,
Oh.
and they filmed about a year ago. But the Phantom Gourmet was actually a very big plus for us. And they still show the episode every so often.
Right.
And they got a big charge out of the fact I was in the fire department and they
I
owned a
saw
restaurant.
that.
And it was just a great experience for myself and for the restaurant. And they're just great people to work with. The Edelman brothers, just wonderful people to work with.
Oh, that's amazing. And I know the restaurant primarily serves Italian-based dishes. What is your favorite dish?
Well, my go-to dish is going to be the chicken parm. It's our biggest seller. I think in the Italian restaurant business, if you can't make chicken parm and veal masala, just go elsewhere. But that's our biggest seller, chicken parm. It's one, I don't know what I want. I'm going for the chicken parm.
Oh, chicken parm. And you mentioned your grandmother, Nani, in the clip. So you said that one of the dishes is influenced by her, but then you kind of tweaked the
Yeah, a lot of the
little bit.
recipes were a compilation of my head cook and myself, and my grandmother taught me how to cook when I was young. So we took one of her recipes for meatballs, and we kind of doctored it up because we do butcher our own steaks there. Right. So we take the sirloin, the trimmings from the sirloin, we mix that in with the hamburg for the meatballs. So about 5% of the meatballs actually sirloin. So it's got a really meaty flavor to it. Most people really, really like them.
Oh, I bet. But all of the dishes there, I mean, I've seen the menu. So you really work together with your chef to make a really inclusive menu. Now, switching over a little bit, we're also the fire chief of Malden, which was a daunting position, a very important position. And how did you manage to do both at the same time?
Well, it was pretty hectic there for a while.
I bet.
But, you know, I have two passions. One was the fire department and one was the restaurant. So as long as you're really enjoying what you do, it's not really work. So if I wasn't at the fire station, I was at the restaurant. I just enjoy meeting people. I enjoy helping the community.
Right.
I love Malden. It's my hometown. My dad was a Malden fireman. So it was a tough juggling act for a while. But now I'm retired. I'm at the restaurant quite a bit.
You can relax a little bit,
Relax
right?
a little bit, enjoying every minute of it.
Now, one of your tasks as fire chief was, of course, to help ensure the safety of all of the residents of Malden. And you've done some special training with security and things like that. And in light of the devastating shootings in Orlando, I know that sometimes you give talks about what to do when one enters a venue and how to stay safe. So if someone goes to a nightclub or any establishment, what are some of the safety tips that you would give people to kind of look out for?
Well, I'm glad you brought this up, Sharon, because it's kind of important, and certainly in the light of the recent tragic events in Florida. But I gave a lot of safety talks throughout my career, and on the fire end of it, and I believe on almost any other end of it, people should always look for second exits whenever they go in any kind of venue, any kind of public place,
Right.
because any great large loss of life in fires through the centuries,
Right.
which would be the Coconut Grove fire in Boston, the Beverly Hills Supper nightclub fire, the Station nightclub fire in Rhode Island. Everybody goes out the door they came in. It's called a cattle effect.
Right.
And that's just instinctively to go out the door you came in. And all these large losses of life at fires are always at the doors. So the second exit might be just right around the corner from you and no one knows about it. So you should always look for your second exits. I kind of do it instinctively.
Right.
But I would recommend everybody always look for that second exit if they have to get out. As far as the Orlando tragedy, you know, if you hear gunshots, certainly you want to evacuate the building.
Yes.
If he's at one door and there's an exit right around the corner, by all means, get out of there as fast as you can.
So even if you walk into a venue and you don't immediately see the second exit, you think that people should take the time and just locate just another exit.
Oh, absolutely. Especially in venues where there's entertainment, because there's usually other exits near the stage area, which could be
Oh, okay.
remote from the front door.
Right.
So you might have a longer distance to go to the front door when there's a door right near the stage area or near the back of the building. So that's one of the better tips I think I can recommend to people is always look for that second exit.
And also the one thing that I had actually read about, I believe it was because of the Coconut Grove tragedy, they have kick-out doors next to revolving doors. That's standard now, right?
Yeah, unfortunately, it always takes a tragedy for us to kind of look at the codes. And at the Coconut Grove fire, which I was around 1942, they had the rotating turnstile type doors.
Right.
And once that got jammed up from people, no one could get out.
Oh, my.
So all the doors after that, and it's a good point you brought up,
Right.
usually the side panels are all kick-out panels.
Right.
So that if the rotating door, the revolving door got jammed up, you could actually push those side panels out.
And then the last safety tip I wanted to ask you about was there were some people who sought refuge in the bathroom and there was no second exit. So I would assume even in a fire that's pretty instinctive to I'm going to run into a closet or something
Yeah.
like that. But that's actually not a good idea.
No, anytime you trap yourself in, I'd say nothing good's going to come out of that.
Right.
I know what they were trying to do. They're trying to hide and cover, and I get that. But I still would say just either crawl towards a door, try to get out as fast as you can, look for those other alternative exits to get out of the building, and I think that would be probably your best bet. But trapping yourself in, and we see people do that in fires, it's usually not a good thing. And I've seen quite a few tragic events in my career.
I'm quite sure. Well, thank you so much for sharing this information with us. I'm sure
Oh.
that the residents of Malden are so grateful for all your years of service. And now we're going to cut to a letter written by the residents of Malden to the First Continental Congress.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I'm Sam Baltrusis with MATV's Neighborhood View. We have a historic first here in Malden, reading of a document that says Malden was a major player in the American Revolution. Let's enjoy.
So now we're going to turn it over to Mr. Coots, and as we do, I think the best way to segue from me to him is through a quote from Thomas Jefferson. How little do my countrymen know what precious blessings they are in possession of, and which no other people on earth enjoy. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy Tom Coots and the Charlestown Militia.
Before I begin, I just want to make all of you aware what a precious document that you have in this town. This document is historical on every level. And I want you to listen to the words as I read them from 1776. They rang true then, and they ring true today as well. The time was, sir, when we loved the King and the people of Great Britain with an affection most truly filial. We felt ourselves interested in their glory. We shared in their joys and in their sorrows. We have long entertained the hope that the spirit of the British nation would once more induce them to assert their own and our rights. And we now instruct you, sir, to give them the strongest assurance that if they should declare America to be a free and independent republic, your constituents will support and defend that measure to the last drop of their blood and the last farthing of their treasure.
Hi, I'm Sam Baltrusis with MATV's Neighborhood View. Joining me now is Tom Coots. How are you doing, Tom?
I'm doing great, thank you.
So how did you get involved with this reenactment?
Well, tonight's reenactment, I was very excited. About 2 weeks ago, Ron Cochran from the mayor's office called me, asked me if I'd be willing to take part in their festivities. And I said, what do you want me to do? And he said, we've got this historic document. And when he sent me the document and I read the document, my eyes were like a kid in a candy store. This document that was read tonight is probably the first recorded acknowledgement of an entire community voting for independence from Great Britain. And it's just great to be part of it.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing when Tom actually read the document. I got shivers. It was like really amazing.
The first time I read it, I actually cried. And then the next couple of times as I read it, I did get shivers up my spine. And the more I read it, the more I realized what the words meant. And we were in a position where we were subject to another country. And we were making the decision that no matter what was going to happen, we were going to become our own country. And I think that's just what America's all about, standing up for the rights that they believe in for their own independence.
So tell me about your outfit.
Well, I decided to show up since I'm out here reporting for MATV. Why not represent free press?
We have a historic afternoon here in Malden. Happy 4th of July for MATV's Neighborhood View. I'm Sam Baltrusis. Thanks for watching. Welcome back to the July edition of What's New Malden. Joining me now is Liz Taegel, the lovely Liz Taegel.
Hi, Sam. How are you?
So Liz Taegel and I, we go way back. We worked together on Neighborhood View. We also worked on 13 Most Haunted in Massachusetts together.
Yeah.
And then Liz recently had a baby.
Yes, I did. I did. He's 1 month old today, actually.
Oh, exactly. So tell me a little bit about the little baby, the little one.
He is, well, specific to this situation, he's amazing. And I feel like a pretty lucky mama because he's just, one look and I'm mush. But the new mom experience was, such a surprise to me, which is hilarious because it's pretty much like, the embodiment of all cliches. It's insane. You can't really prepare for too much in terms of scheduling your day. It's up to them. Just sleep when you can and have a sense of humor and, just do whatever you got to do to make it, to get sleep.
So Liz Taegel's the producer of Release the Sounds. And how were you able to juggle Release the Sounds and have the baby?
Right now it's a lot of planning ahead of time. We worked while I was pregnant to have shows lined up, shoots lined up to work on through the summer. So there are still shows that are going to be released through August. So we have this month, Never Got Caught.
Oh, cool.
Is being featured, and we shot them back in April, and then in May we did 2 shows. So I'm very, very pregnant in both of those shows to be released in July, which will be Private Fortunes, in August, which is a band called. I forgot their name, but which is a band called Quarters, and they're all the shows. We just made sure to have all that lined up beforehand.
So the group from Neighborhood View, we're kind of like a family. We had right before you had the baby, we had a little shower, and we had a little like boppy pillow and a cute little onesie for the baby.
Oh my God, that onesie is so cute. He's not big enough for it yet, but once he is, I can't wait.
So we're actually going to roll a clip that we made especially for Liz Taegel.
Oh.
and I'm here with Liz Taegel from MATV's Release the Sound show. She is the host and producer and director.
I'm not the director.
Oh, sorry. Host and producer.
I wear many hats.
Okay.
Host and producer, though.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. And you, among other things that you do at MATV, what else do you do at MATV right now?
I work with Neighborhood View,
Okay.
so I do contribute at the meetings and wherever I can there, and I volunteer in any other way I can here at MATV.
And we have someone else that may be joining you soon.
That's right. Yep. I'm having a baby in an hour, so.
Excellent. So you're doing all of that at MATV, and you're pregnant.
Yeah. Well, I'm not having the baby at MATV. That's not in the plan.
Hopefully.
So Liz Taegel, that was so sweet.
That was very sweet. It's like
A little teary-eyed there.
Yeah.
So you actually want to work on a segment or possibly a couple of articles working with local moms in regards to how to be, like the situations that came up being a new mom.
that is the goal, yes.
Yeah.
How they approached it. I know, from my end, having family around was key. Having someone to talk to who's been through that experience. And I want to know how other moms are doing it too. I think that, when you go into it the first time, you can hear, so many things about what to expect, but it's such a unique experience that I think there's a lot of stories that should be told on that one.
So what is, like, if you can give one tip to new moms, what would it be?
Just take a breath, relax, and have a sense of humor. It's going to be crazy. You just don't know how crazy it's going to be until you're there. So take the moment and enjoy it as much as you can, even when it is that crazy.
Thank you so much, Liz.
Thank you, Sam.
Baltrusis, coordinator of MATV's Neighborhood View. Joining me now is Paul Hammersley. He is the media specialist for the city of Malden. Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
I was really impressed. You did a segment for the Stop the Stigma.
Yeah.
And it was fantastic. And
Yes.
Tell me about the backstory to that.
Stop the Stigma Day was Malden. I'm the chairperson for Malden Overcoming Addiction. So we were trying to do something in the community where we could involve the whole community, and how could we impact every single person and try to get everyone involved via social media.
Right.
And especially the kids. So we came up with wear a ribbon, take a selfie, share a video, change your Facebook profile picture. And we did a lot of promoting going into it, and Dana Brown at the high school was essential in it because they were, for 10 days that led up to it, they put out a fact about stigma in the high school, leading up 10 days, 9 days, 8 days, so there was a countdown, and it was fantastic. The reach was over 200,000 people.
It was amazing, and a lot of the opioid addiction is affecting the community dramatically.
Yes,
addiction period is affecting the community dramatically. So the fact that you guys are taking a stand, educating people regarding addiction. So from the video that you did, you talked to people. There was like interviews with people that were affected or impacted by addiction.
Yeah, what I did was I wanted to go around the city and just grab everyday people in their element. Because let's face it, at one point, every single one of us somewhere, some way is affected by the disease of addiction, whether you know somebody, family member, friend. And people were very receptive to talk to me, so I'd go to Stop and Shop, I'd go to Malden Square, I went to someone's home who had lost their child. A lot of people talked to me about it, and then I put it all together, and then we shared that, and it was all about just the everyday person and how addiction touches their life.
Well, when I watched the video and heard the people talk about how it affected their lives, it teared me up. It was very emotional.
It's tough.
And so, looking back on it, like, what are your thoughts on the video? How did it affect your life?
Well, I am 13 years in recovery. Let's get that out there first and foremost. So addiction affects my life every day.
Right.
I lived with it for a long time, and now I feel it's my passion to try to help people who are struggling with the disease of addiction. So that's why I wanted to do the video. You know, Malden Overcoming Addiction is the driving force behind the whole thing, and I had a vision, and I had a lot of people with that organization that had helped me, and it's just something I feel that the city needs more of. I think we can break through. I think the community as a whole can pull together, and really I think we can make a difference through social media, videos, spreading awareness. Right now we're in the awareness phase.
Right.
Phase 2, I'm hoping to go to an educational piece, you know, but right now we're still in the awareness phase. We're about 9 months old.
The main thing is you're not alone. If you're dealing with addiction, there's people like you that are also dealing with addiction. So
That's right.
I think that's what the video does really well, that you're not alone.
Right. Everything was okay, but I ignored the constant lies.
Missed family gatherings.
Bloodshot eyes.
I thought it was only a drop in grades.
I wish I paid more attention to the missing money.
Quitting school.
All the weight loss. The repeated loss of jobs.
I ignored her sleeping all day.
But I can't ignore this. If the signs are there, talk about it.
Welcome back to the July edition of What's New Malden. Again, I'm Sam Baltrusis, the coordinator of MATV's Neighborhood View. Sharon, this has been a fantastic show.
It sure has.
So your whole interview with Jack, that was awesome.
Right.
So what did you learn from that interview?
Well, I learned that you have to be aware of your surroundings. I think that's one of the biggest points to take from that. Wherever you go, and I spoke to Jack off camera as well, even if you're traveling, if you're in an airport, anything like that, just be aware of your surroundings. Don't get so caught up into your phone or yourself. Be aware of what's going on around you.
So I'm organizing a gathering, a vigil for the Orlando tragedy.
Yes.
So we're organizing people from the community. The goal is to do a gathering, maybe like a candlelight vigil, 49 days after the Orlando shooting, and we're looking to do it at Fellsmere Pond.
That's wonderful.
So we're going to post something on Neighborhood View for more information. But Sharon, it was fantastic working with you again.
Oh, it was so much fun, and even though that part of our show today had a little bit of gravitas to it, I think it went very well, and I think it was informative, and we learned some things. And as with all tragedies or anything like that, there is a lesson to be learned from that, so that hopefully it will never, ever repeat.
Absolutely. Have a happy and safe 4th of July. And also, I write books. You may know that or not, but
yes.
I write books. So I have 2 books coming out this summer. One is Paranormal Provincetown, and the other book is Haunted Boston Harbor. So I've actually put together a clip for my book, Paranormal Provincetown.
Let's watch.
So thank you so much, and see you next month.
Ah, paradise. Welcome to Provincetown, Massachusetts. Known as the spot where the Pilgrims first set foot in the New World in 1620, this quiet fishing village located on the tip of Cape Cod is a popular tourist destination for both the living and the dead. Yes, human monsters once roamed Provincetown's picturesque and sand-swept streets. Our first stop is the Lancey Mansion on Commercial Street. Built by Benjamin Lancey for his mother in the late 1880s, the mansion was designed to emulate a Beacon Hill brownstone. Passers-by have spotted a lady in black, who reportedly peeks out of the mansion's cupola. Yes, it's the very spot where Lancey propped up his dead mother during the winter, as they patiently waited for the cemetery's ground to thaw. Over at the Victoria House on Standish Street is the former home to Provincetown's very own serial killer, Tony Chop Chop Costa. According to reports from this former bed and breakfast, guests would hear disembodied whispers throughout the house, and the occasional scream of a female voice emanating from Costa's old haunt, Room 4. Some believe that Costa may have tortured his victims in the Victoria House, similar to Buffalo Bill in Silence of the Lambs, before murdering, removing their hearts, and burying them in Truro. Yes, Costa was a heartless killer. For many more tales from the crypt, check out Paranormal Provincetown by author Sam Baltrusis, coming out in the fall of 2016. Yes, darkness lurks in the shadows of paradise.